So I just want to say, man, that it does me good to see that you saw fit to come and attend Parliament, right? It's not the numbers I expected, but after all, I understand that with the weather this bad, some of us are real, hesitant about coming out, and I understand that. We have children, we have women, you know what I'm saying? This whole thing of COVID-19 has got a lot of people, man, with, physical distancing and social distancing, but as the city eases up in this lockdown, or semi-lockdown, because we're not totally locked down, eases up, we'll find a little bit more freedom and flexibility to be able to do things. But understand that here in the school, we have initiated social distancing protocol just for the fact, man, because we know that there is something out here, it attacks the respiratory system. And people have got to realize, right, that the so-called easing up, this is going to be with us for a long time. It's actually SARS-CoV-2, right? SARS, if anybody remembers, SARS hit here in 2012, right? And they put in procedures, man, to eradicate it, all right? So, but this is something different. This is something they haven't really figured out what it is. But we do know that if you have a weak immune system, if you're respiratory, because it attacks you through the air, it's in the air, all right? And it's attacking your physical. And you see, man, that people who have prevailing conditions already, such as diabetes, hepatitis C, you might have a problem with your lungs, what have you, you're going to feel some effects of it. All right? Now, outside of that, I know that whatever, we will survive. Now, some of our brothers have succumbed to it. They aren't here. The first one that we recognized that had it was CIK. We came back here from China. Healthy, strong, everybody see it out there. Big man, healthy, they broke it down. A few of our brothers, man, they had it and survived. I might have had a touch of it last year, I don't know. All right, I was in the hospital, but because I live right, do my best to stay right, outside the other things I may do, I'm in pretty good shape. I'll be 70 years old in about 7 months. There you go. You know what I'm saying? And it hasn't been easy for me. I'm still suffering some effects from my recovery, but I'm here. As long as I'm here, we're going to do our best, man, to keep you informed about what's going on, not only within our nation, but throughout this city, because the people need information. You need to know that those of us that are here, we're just not here languishing around. We're here, we have plans, man, for the improvement of our nation, so that we can do a better job, do our job, which is to have a greater outreach in the community to do our job, which is to educate the people about what's going on, to protect and guide the children, because they're the ones that are in need of our guidance. Right now, every day, man, we hear about somebody getting murdered. It's about the young running wild in the street, people getting robbed, hurt, raped, all of it. Well, we are the peacemakers. We know we have the solution. You know what I'm saying? But always first, man. We've got to have ourselves together before we approach anybody. It came to me the other day, matter of fact, with Shatik Mitchell, he asked, well, who is the face of the 5%? Who is best qualified to represent our nation when we go to these different boards or go to different communities or whatever, man, And for the life of me, man, I would say, well, okay, I will do it. But then again, I realize there is no one face. We are one. We are one, and we function as one, a unit. We've survived a whole lot of things, man. But right now you have to recognize that who we are has the eyes of many people on us. Many people on us, man, not only in the rap community, but there are people, man, that have a vested interest because they knew our father and they know what we stand for. They know what we stand for. We stand against crime. All right? That's the main thing you have to realize. As young guys, we stand against crime. We say do not go to prison. But if you do go, take advantage of the time, because they used to call it college. Take advantage of that, and when you come out here, we should have something set up so you will be able, man, to have an alternative rather than going to a shelter, rather than just languishing around, not having an opportunity for a job. We have to mind that anything is possible for God. And if you are God, never let anybody tell you what you're doing and what you're not doing, because I know God is already in motion. You got knowledge, you're in motion. God is a man of action, not just someone, man, that look forward and say, well, I'm this and I'm that. You know, people know you by your work. Yeah. Know you by your work. This is why this school has managed to survive all of it, and will continue on. But you have to understand, man, that some of us, man, not only have a vision, but we have, man, knowing that working together, all things are possible. You know what I'm saying? It's about time that we did it, and this is not something new we're talking about, having our own on our own land. We've been talking about this for years. But now, man, hopefully, you see the need is great. So some of us, man, that know how to, man, go and garner the funds, know how to, man, make things happen, to get things done, we're coming together stronger than ever. Because let's face it, man, some of us are not going to be here forever. I mean, I'm hitting God's cycle. All right? Who is going to do what I do? Sabu, Value Justice, Born Black. We're going to leave something here, man, as a part of our legacy to carry on. The building never stops. And I know some of you may be hesitant, man, to come forth with your ideas, but I say, man, relay all that. It's nation time all the time. Right? So I want to thank you again, man, for coming. There are other brothers, man, that want to talk and speak or what have you. But keep in mind, man, that we are a large 5%. Sometimes people get that jammed up. Say, well, they're 5%, but they're not a large 5%. That has a different connotation as far as, man, history and the legacy of what we have done in this city and what is going on around this country and other parts of the world. Because don't we, I never forget, we had a God come from China. He came here. God's coming from all points. We got a God here, man, that's communicating with brothers in Africa. You know, this is growing. The growth has never stopped. Neither should the development. How long did it take to make a W? How long will it take for us, man, to do what we say we're about? To make something happen, and it will happen. Word is life. Peace, God.
So glad to see you here. My name is God Allah Shah. First, let me say, man, Allah, I call him a solutionary. And the reason why he's that, because he had the solution. Supreme mathematics, the keys to unlock the doors to our relationship to the universe. However, like the God was saying, man, the God earlier said that I didn't have to physically see Allah. I didn't have to be there in 1964. I didn't get my knowledge then. Well, you know how I saw Allah? Because he empowered his sons who taught. Right? This is why we were able to see the power in his wisdom and the wisdom in his power. See? Allah was able to create symptoms, right? Systems. He dealt with the government that got us to school. He dealt with education, how we got to Harlem Prep. Right? He dealt with all these particular sciences, right, that ensured our well-being. And when he taught his sons, when they did take his life, that take his life. When they shot him and he turned back to the essence of life, actually, that was done. I don't even know who did that, God. Like, I didn't know Allah physically had the intimate connection with him like that. But I knew whoever did that thought, if I take the head out, the body would fall. But here we are, still, God. Here, 2020. Here we are, man, building, right? We the makers and owners. Some people didn't come here, God, because the weather, like my brother said, peace to that. We get it. Some people didn't come because I'm dissatisfied with where they're going. Check this out. Like I said last parliament, buy! Because this is our land, your home. So you make your mark. Now, Harriet Tubman is nice. That's God. Well, what today's mathematics shows your power needs to be what? Wise. So we understand, God, come next month, we need to look for other places until we're set up here. Right? But the science is, let's look for the place so we can get there simultaneously while we're doing this here. There's great work going on. Come on, God. Your eyes round, it gives you the well-rounded picture of reality. I've been checking this, God. I got no problem. I love that. I was talking. I've already spoken to the United States. I don't get caught up with that. But I'm not going to do, because if you that bad, you can get on Facebook. And you that bad, you can whisper in someone's ear about what we not doing. They get in my face, not the matter. Because I'm going to check it. And I ain't trying to come physically, because you're going to get out of our way. You're going to get out of our way. This is what we do. You don't like what we doing, and you don't like what we doing. Right? The reason why we go to, yes, God, Harriet Tubman is nice, God, and all these other places we're looking for, but you can't look for government agencies constantly. And you got your own. You the making owner. This is my home. You're renting from. You're a tenant. I can throw you out anytime I wish. Care nothing about your flag. Why I do that? Because you ain't got your own, and you at my mercy. People don't see that though. Nor do they see this God powerful now. Listen to this one. Who, him and a host of other brothers, who are here constantly, taking leaves out the grass so we can accommodate you. So the visual will be right. Right? Right. So God has programmed, look at the God here. Right? So we build for the builders. How do you do that? By putting your work in. I don't care nothing about that. Let me tell you something. Tell you why people don't like me, Divine Prince, and a lot of us. You can't tell me nothing about my brother. You can't wish they know that you know why you don't like an Ashar? Because you know I'm not gonna be privy to you know they ain't doing nothing over there. What? Who you talking about? Sabu and them? Oh, no problem. Hold 1 second. Stay right there. Hey, Sabu, hold up. You know? Here you go.
Yes, we're
Tell them the same shit you told me.
Right.
Tell them the same thing. And if you don't, I'll bust your fucking ass right here. Right. I use vulgarity. Like my brother Freeman used to say, the worst curse is one who don't have the knowledge of self. But you're not gonna mock my brother or this nation. Because you're a coward. Let me check this one in. I just said earlier today. I said, damn, man, you know, I told one of my brothers, he needs to stop. Because I'm giving him how my brother needs to do more, but he is doing more. And he's here more than me. So I said, man, let me stop, man. My brother's here all the time. And the reason I speak so passionately, God, I love everybody here. That's love talking, man. That ain't hate. Right? Because, God, listen, man, you want, and this don't mean because I don't see you, I see the God. He building his home. My homes to conquer equals the homes to conquer to you are years to every mind. So wherever you at, Zimbabwe, China, Colombia, this is where we at. When in 1964, it was only a handful of people. Then it was 9. It was 9 brothers. But they also had their sisters with us too, our queens, right? And they looked at Almighty God and laughed first. Listen, let me show you wisdom. Listen to what I'm telling you. And I wasn't even there. I got a claim jump. I got to be there. That's how great my mind is. I don't claim jump. See, but watch what you say out your mouth. See, because much is given, much is required. So when a young God, someone says, how long you got the knowledge? And you tell them, you had a years, months, and days, your son better be bright. You better radiate. You better back up your words. Your actions better be in cohesion with what you say out your mouth. Or you nothing but a cockroach. That's what you are. You not God, you garbage. And I ain't got to do that. All I got to do is look at you.
Indeed.
This work is real here. And you know why some people are here? Because you're a coward. Because this means, look, listen to the wisdom. Again, God, why you reading Harriet Tubman? I use my body like that. It look like a scarecrow. Why you didn't go to Harriet Tubman? The one God got on Facebook, and actually said that we lost it because we wasn't on top of our job. Right. Meet me at the school. Meet me at the school, my man. You want to sing and dance? Meet me at the school. I mean to hurt you nothing. I'm a mathematically show. How long it take him to make devil? What idea you manifesting? What equality is that? Allah or the devil? You get on Facebook with faces who and enemies in there, known and unknown. And you make, and how wise was that? You ain't no God. Fuck out of here. Yeah, I mean, because I'm this man, women, let me go here too. Dr. Umar is not coming here next week. Yeah, let me do that one. Let me do that one. Let me do that one. I wish he'd say something to me today. I go to his fucking door. I'm sorry, man. And you know why he's not? I'm gonna tell you why he's not. Listen to this. Because the 5% being all wise, not otherwise, said, you know what, man? I'm not gonna caught up in them other circles. We recognize that there's some work to do here. You can come and do one thing. Then you want to go outside the contract, and you want to speak. No, you can't do that. Then you get on these YouTube with these other people. We didn't even entertain that. We didn't give that light. But I'm telling you here, this is our land. Unequivocally, God is the black man. We teach the truth, and our truth, which is the power, needs to be wise. We were wise enough to allow you to come here, right? We didn't get caught with your credential or your money. That ain't got nothing to do with that. See, with us, it's actual fact or no fact at all. But here's the fact: you won't be here because you wanted to breach a contract. That's why you're not here. Now you go get whoever God on earth that supports your little amen corner and turn call God, Allah, Shah. Can't nothing about you, punk. My father took 7, so we weren't even supposed to do that. And we were gracious because we have other things, the schematics of the land that we trying to excavate the God said so we can move forward. And we square the peace off for you and what you do. Care nothing about that. No trick knowledge rules. Only supreme knowledge. Care nothing about that, man. That's why he ain't here. Now, get mad at that. That's how you throw rocks at my brother. We were nice when other people came to attack you. Then you gonna get up there like a little coward and cry about what my brother did. But moving right along, because that's fine, that's infinitesimal compared to the work that we have to commit here. Care nothing about that, God. We have great work, and let me say this to you. You don't have to be here to be doing your work. Allah said, get you a job, man. Go to work. When you get time, I'm looking at you. Talk to him. You hear me? That's my brother right there. I watch him struggle. I watch him struggle. Okay. And I'm watching the work. Yeah, I'm watching the work of people and how they overcome hills and mountains. Again, which is 1,910,000 square miles. But you're not gonna get true truth and power without that. Right? And the reason why I tell you that, because we didn't pay a visit to each other's minds here, is because, God, when you exchange information, damn, God, you look good. It wasn't always like that. I too struggle like you, man. I know what it's like to be hungry. I know what it's like not to have a home. I know what it's like, God, you got 2 pairs of shoes, can I get a pair of them? But now you're sharp, you're coming to retire on peace, God, how are you? And you know why I do that? Because I'm a true and living God. And God, manifest, build, and destroy. There's no other place for God to be but to elevate. And they gonna come to you like the mystery God. See, according to their signs today, click, and my thing is over. No, God, I don't have to make that. You gonna struggle. You gonna go through something. Right? But the thing is to overcome it. Right? Almighty God taught, don't go to jail. I did though. But wherever you go in life, you better extract some information and come out of there so you can add on out here. Yeah, I ain't solutionary. I'm not a revolutionary. Revolution is good because it means change. Solutionary means I got a key. I got a solution. So I'm not here compounding a problem. I'm not here talking about what we not doing. One more time, God, dialectical definition. When I define what a thing is, I define its opposite. The black man is God, which is why a lot of them get caught up with who the white man is. If I'm telling you the black man is God, son, who am I telling you your enemy?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
So now, let's go get to school. In fact, we're teaching all human families. Devil's already here. I'm not trying to teach the devilishment, but if anything, take my flag and take this time and go with the Bensonhurst and tell him stop killing my brother used to walking in the name of arm, leg, arm, head. That we're not teaching that. Right? And you're talking about, because see, a lot of people get high behind hate, right? And then they try to pacify it with, well, no, I think it's good. No, it's not. Because you're not doing what they're doing. The clean glass already tells me what the dirty glass looks like. You know, so, and what I'm saying is that, and I'm looking at some face, I ain't peace, God. I ain't seen in 1,000 years. Right? But that's peace, God. But it doesn't mean, God, because you're not here, that you're not putting the work in. We're glad to see you here. But wherever you go, wherever you are, God, school, work, your family. If you ain't got a woman, go get one. Right? Make you some children. Like the son is to the universe, like the black man is to his family. That's the law of correspondence. How the universe gonna be complete? You ain't got that. But first things first, get you right. Get you right first. That's what's most important. That's what we teach you here. And yes, we go, we are open. We are open to learn. We are open for any criticisms. But God, we are moving molecules and atoms in our body to make something happen because it is left up to us to do that. Right? It is left up to us to do that. And yes, God, and I'm not getting caught up in, y'all should have did this a long time ago. Yeah, you should have did this. But you know what though? That's blowing hot air. Let's talk about what is. This is the hereafter. That's what we talking. See, hereafter to the Christian today is, I'm going to die and I'm going to go somewhere that I've never been before. Then no. The only thing I have to you is you going to go to a lower manifestation and your body go back to the source and return. And that's the essence of life here. Ain't nothing spooky about what we teach. If we got any Christians in here, I don't mean to step on your toe, but that's not what we teach. This ain't church. We the true and what?
Living God.
And life motivates the living. So you're going to go through living circumstances. But what makes your power wise, God, let me use I ain't got to go nowhere else. Let me use my example. You ain't got to go to jail. You ain't got to use drugs. You gonna go through hell anyway, just trying to get you a stimulus check. You gonna go through hell anyway, trying to get on this train. Right? Back, no question. God told me I don't vote. I don't problem, God. But check this one in. Don't you open your mouth if you're not an integral part of the process. You living right here. That's almost oxymoron. I'm not telling nobody what they should do, but I'm not. But you should be part of an integral process because you're here. Here. We're not in Ghana. This ain't Russia. You're here. And you, being a natural landlord, especially here, put so much on the map. For you not to be part of this process. You're not going to vote? I said, I'm going to vote early Tuesday. My decision whether why? How can I fix my lips if things economically or politically don't go my way because you ain't pulled the lever? You ain't make a choice. But now you crying? Right? And yes, God, they no peace until we're at the conference table. These very same politicians are knocking on our door because they recognize who we are. Me, the Divine Prince said that you can come to the table, but make no mistake, we are not compromising you. We'll sit at the table, but you know, no doubt, I'm not taking my flag off. If you're going to help me, help us, that's peace. But make no mistake, especially when it comes to this. Because everything is weak. You have to go to some people, God. Again, it ain't gonna happen like that. You got to make moves. And I'm gonna need to go to qualified people. Divine Prince is our best foot in certain areas. Go, here we go, ego. I got the knowledge of self. I was taught by the God out of Medina. Stop that. Right? Whoever your best foot is, your best know. Yes, he's the leader. Doesn't mean you're following his personality, but you follow the principles of knowledge and wisdom that's going to take you to the next step. And if you're wise, how you do that, God? So you out the way, I know what to do. That's how we roll. That's our modus of operandi here. Right? So we don't have to get caught up, you know, they talking about doing this, and these our best knows. You don't send somebody like Divine Prince who knows how to write proposals to fix your plumbing. You call Sabu, right? You call a girl who's the best knower. No, this don't take a large shot of one in his mouth. I need a wrench, I need a pipe. What's the problem? So we can get right. Then when we right, then you can run your mouth. Well, let's get that right first, right? Yeah, so, you know, I don't get caught. God, listen, man. See, and we get, see, and that's one of our, not all of us, that's some of our, listen to me very carefully. That's the problem with us, and that keeps us divided. It's not the nation, for some people from coming to us. Healthy, strong, we're not running nobody away. God, that's ego. You know, God, look, knowledge yourself. Read your degrees, God. Who is 85%? Matter of fact, knowledge understanding degree. The lost the power, one mentally dead and mentally covered. Not physically dead, only mentally dead. So we all recover. Right? You know, from that state. You know, so now you have the knowledge of self, you understand the meaning of civilization. One having knowledge, one understanding cultural refinement, and not necessarily super happy. My brother's spearheading all kinds of things here. I mean, he knows, but little sometimes he knows. Umar just think he is. You think he Umar? Check this out. Yup, sure is. All of us are. That's my brother. Ain't he air like me? Why don't you make a statement like that, you wicked individual? Wow. I'm not going over here. See, they know. Well, listen here. I'm not, like Sylvia Entertainer said, black people live by the wish concept. I wish someone would come to me my way. Tell me that. Excuse me. I think that because you're getting in the way now. And I got, again, God, I have no problem with it. God, please, God, what you're doing? You're being quiet. I may have a little problem with X, Y, Z. That's peace, God. That's called being objective. That's what that is. Okay, God, this doesn't mean because you set something in motion, it has to be the right plan. But here's another big one with us. You will disparage my plan and absolutely have none for us. Wow. How you do that one? Okay, we'll move this out the way. Where's yours? None. Here's what you do. Mission accomplished. That's dead. You a devil. You a doer of evil. I don't care nothing about you don't like me. See, God, I look at the beauty of what is peace to who's ever here. Whoever couldn't make it because of climatic circumstances, like God said, the children, we get it, God. But if you're not here for anything other than that, man, how about that one? Yeah, God, I'm being real gross because I'm like a bug tire. I'm like, God, this is no bullshit. I got a team together just to go to war. Yeah, you're not gonna, talk to my brother, please, man, please. He teaching them babies. I got qualified men. And I don't mean to be vicious, but you got brothers with plans. Got their clothing, feeding, and referring people to shelter right here. They just yesterday gave clothes to half the community. Peace everybody who's on me. The young guards simultaneously went to Boston and did something with the children. While class was going on and the computer room was open. I'm like, but, and then you still got people come in, they sign the book. I got okay. I get you. I'm not upset with the facial expression, the body language. But is there something I'm doing wrong? Let me know. Because if you're here to blow hot air, right? Don't do it. Another thing, this ain't a loitering party. You can come to the school, but you got to clean our bathroom. You got to clean the front. You got to do what these brothers are doing. It's not always left up to them. I'm sitting here in front of the school. Yeah, God, remember One Eye Raheem and them back in '65? We did all, yeah, remember so-and-so? And you leave the place filthy for him to clean up. Come on, man. What's the meaning of civilization? You ain't knowledge, God. You knowledge and beast. That's real, God. And we're done. We're tired. We're open, God, we're open to suggestions, yo God, I think that, maybe you need to do it this way. Or, yo God, listen, listen, God, we're in all walks of life. I'm still awestruck by where God is, to this day and time. Fields of God and police commissioners administration, politics. We all over. And I'm awestruck by the beauty of where we're going, And that's where we are, God. But let me conclude on this note. First of all, listen to this one. I'm concluding on this note. You need to hear this one. There's no greater love than love of my family and my brother. And love don't mean always, man, because I got some tough love. From Jakeem, Jakeem told me, he said, God, I don't mind giving you some money by your way. Check this one. When you gonna stop going to prison? Huh? When you gonna stop doing that? Great Miles. He was the one who actually loved him like cook food, who told me, right? God, you always crying about it, because I was right fancy, black man got mind is magnetic, it doesn't have ounces of brain. You got all these things, then why can't you stay home like everybody else? Right? Look, I'm looking at most spaces in here, some never went to prison. A lot have, but some haven't. And you know what? Peace to you. Because I didn't have to climb that mountain. Right? Go! I stayed in my course. And while I put through my struggle, I knocked on the door. What do y'all need? Go! I'm looking at your face right here. Go! Struggle, all kinds of levels. But here it is, and I use myself as an example. Right? So I said, man, again, God, listen to this one also. Go. Let me be around gods who are what? Successful. That's how you maintain your backside out here. Let me go around people who working, who's doing what they got to do. What are they doing that you're not doing? Right? So you don't like doors being slammed in your face and you giving up your freedom. So let me start being among them. And two things I did. After I got myself together, I said, man, let me come back to my nation and help them, man. Because they need me out. Let me add on. You'll go through love, hell and right, but this is tough love. It don't mean I gotta hug you, oh God, love. I mean, that's good too. I love you, God. Sometimes that's happy. Let's see. Get anybody in here, we gonna tear him a new meaning in his brain. Right? I love because God be loving. Come on, man. If you can't see that, then go somewhere else where you need to be. I don't care what you do. Sniff, smoke, backflip. Don't do it here. I'm not judging you. Don't do it here. You got a home. Go to your mama house, which you ain't gonna do. Go to your girl house, you ain't gonna do that either, or your children's house. Why you ain't go there? Why you took your gravity backside on this train? You come all the way from Euclid and came all, anybody from Euclid, yo, go, I'm telling you now. No, and you gonna come over here to Mecca. That's like me going wherever you're at and building. Okay, God, how will you bake bread? How will you bake bread, God? But God, we look. You're not even using your sense to read the Sabbath. Let me look. Let me not do that deal. But God, listen, man. We love you. We're building at home and abroad. I had to speak adamantly like that, and I'm glad. I'm glad. I love my brother Rashid. I'm glad he here, because I know that's going on YouTube. Who that brother? That's right. Let me tell you something. Yeah, there's heads here. Yeah, there's heads here. Heads, H-E-A-D, meaning people who are spearheading things. And I'm gonna say that again, because I know. Yeah, because my brother, who's here, like Powerful and everybody else, right, allowed my man. You should have heard the Gods and Earth flat I got from that. God, why you let that brother? You think that's right? What? Look, God, if we agree, like the Nile cycle, there ain't no mystery, God. But I continue to agree that we'll make this bond for you to do one thing, and you come back and want to do 2, 3, and 4. See, and then you got to leave. It ain't that deep. I don't need your money. Okay, that's another thing. What they do with the money? There was no money. We're open to the world, God. But like I can't go to the church and espouse during a Sunday sermon who I am, what we do. You can't come to my home either and do that. You know what that's called? Respect. Unless I ask you, could you come because there's something pertinent or relevant you have to say that can help, right? And first of all, no disrespect, I'm not caring about that anyway. My concern, first and foremost, is the nation and my family, and sometimes tough decisions that have to be made. Right? You gotta have that. Why God? You need to have your own. Right? And so, you know, God, then include God next. And he got some stuff he got to say to everybody. But I had to say that from my heart, God. You know, and let me say, how, if you got the knowledge yesterday, if you got the knowledge 1964, whenever you got the knowledge, the minute you got woke is when your sign is greatly important to you. And that we say there's no big I's and little U's. The only difference is as much is given, much is required. So if you're gonna run your mouth and brag about who you are and who you walk with, here's what I tell you, time out. Can you, like this chair, show me your work? What work have you